So we've talked about the team leader. We've talked about the different roles that team members can have. But it's important to realize that the team member has roles themselves. When you show up, you should be prepared. You should have what you have to report with and respond with. Have what you need to have. At the bare minimum, everybody should have a clipboard, pen, Sharpie, and blank paper. Even if you don't have CERT forms, if you have blank paper and something to write with, you can create your own forms. You can write down whatever you need. If you need to take notes and you're not even the scribe and you have that clipboard and blank paper, you can do that. If your scribe runs out of blank paper and everybody has blank paper, or their clipboard breaks, or their pen breaks, if everybody has these core minimum, essentials, you can help each other out. Everybody should also have a set of the CERT forms with them. And everybody should have a decent FRS radio, Family Radio Service Radio. These are fairly inexpensive. Don't get the cheapest ones that are out there. You can buy them at Best Buy, Target, Costco, Amazon. A lot of places sell these radios. In general, you get what you pay for. If you're buying a $10 FRS radio, throw it in the trash and get something better. You'll thank me later. If you show up with a $10 radio and you're a quarter of a mile out with your team and you're listening to the staging area frequency and everyone else is too, and everyone with the $30 radios can hear the staging area, your $10 radio probably will not be able to hear them or won't be able to reach them when you transmit. So don't buy the most expensive radio out there, but don't buy the cheapest either. Generally speaking, $50 for a pair of radios is about where you probably should be comfortable. Everyone should have snacks, water, a basic first aid kit, and paracord and triage tape. If you show up to the staging area with all of these things, clipboard, pen, Sharpie, blank paper, CERT forms, a FRS radio, snacks, water, first aid kit, paracord, triage tape, you can do anything. You can do pretty much everything that they're going to need you to do. Paracord it's a multi-purpose, multi-use rope, basically, and you can do a lot with it. You can do pretty much anything with it, really. There's books on all the different things you can do with paracord, so it's just generally a good thing to have with you. Triage tape, if you have to, those are those multicolor, the green, yellow, red, black tapes. They're called surveyor's tapes. That is going to be a lot more effective than showing up with a stack of triage tags that cost $2 each. There's other things you can have, but if you encounter a mass victim incident, you're going to need to be able to quickly assess and mark the patient or victim or survivor with something. Triage tape is cheap enough that you can keep it with you and have it. The next most important thing, or probably the most important thing, really, if you think about it, when you show up at a CERT incident or a response, is to know your own limits, both physically and mentally. If you know you can't walk up a 30-degree incline with a 50-pound bag, then everybody needs to know this, because you don't want to be on the team to get assigned to that. If you know that you're claustrophobic and dust and debris in the air causes you problems with your breathing, then you should not be assigned to a team that does an in-building search. Find out where your limits are and let everybody know them, because you don't want to be a victim. And if you exceed your physical limits or your mental limits, if you know that you get at the sight of blood, you lock up, let your team leader know that. That way you can be handed the clipboard and told to stand over there with the team leader while the people go in who aren't going to lock up on blood actually do the triage and treatment of a victim. Find out ahead of time. Try many different roles during drills. If moulage makes you sick to your stomach just by seeing it, you're probably not going to want to be a medical responder. And everybody needs to know this ahead of time, or at least your team leader does. If you see your team leader go hands-on and they don't take advice otherwise, be prepared to step into the role of the team leader. Step back, say, okay, hey everybody, I'm taking control. I'm going to make sure everybody is safe. Tell me what's going on, and just be prepared to do that. That person who was the team leader now is a team member, and that's what they're comfortable doing. But somebody needs to step up and take that role and be in charge of team safety.